Alright, now I kind of want to open some Crimson Vow because I was thinking of this deck and it needed lifelink, and I figured, well, what set is going to have lots of lifelink? I don't know if that's true of Crimson Vow, but I bet there's more lifelink in Crimson Vow than, say, I don't know, Cold Kaldheim. More than box toppers. They were still doing box toppers back then. And from what I remember from Rudy, box toppers sucked in this era. So let's see what we get. Although it'd be nice to have a Sorin, because I think he makes some lifelink vampire tokens, which is kind of helpful for what I'm thinking. I think it is. Count Dracula, what does he do? Look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card and put it into your hand. If you did a create 2/3 black vampire token with flying and lifelink. Nice. Ha. So oh yeah, it wasn't. And Sorin the Mirthless deals. Oh, because he is Sorin. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that. All right. Well then, that's a success for me. I was kind of looking for that card. So I guess. Sometimes even crappy box toppers are useful box toppers. Now, I don't know about this. This deck that I'm envisioning is even viable. It's just, there's a couple things I want to do with it, and lifelink is one of the things. And I'm not really going to go too into it because, you know, who really cares? I'm not. Oh, God. The era of hard to open. I just did a Lorcana box opening, and it was easy to open these booster packs. But no, not with Magic. Can't be easy. Ceremonial Knife. Blood token. Alright. I guess I should pay attention to see if I have any lifelink. I'll just see if I get any vampires. Markel Waltzer. Yeah, I mean, these lands can come in useful in other decks. Oh, these are actually quite cool. So I'm going to put that land out there. Day, night. And, oh, the blank tokens for the flippy. Creepy Puppeteer. That's the foil. Started off with a foil rare. Don't know how much that matters. So, let's start with this mountain. Doesn't that look cool? Black and white, nice. I'll include that in the deck. Alright, let's do this better this time. Nope, can't fucking. Oh, God. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to swear on YouTube. Oh, am I? I'll be demonetized. I'm not even monetized. No one watches these videos. It's just some old lonely man doing shit with. I just swore again. Booster boxes, opening them. No one watches. No one cares. Boo-hoo. Old man. I wasn't watching for vampires. Oh well. Gobbler Lancer, Infestation Expert. Overcharge Amalgam. What's that? Zombie Horror. I don't need zombies. But it's a rare. We'll look at the lands again. Tokens. Well, what did I do with the tokens before? I must have just put them there. So this is what the island looks like. It's cool lands. And apparently at one time in the past, full art lands meant something, and now they don't. But I mean, they don't mean something value-wise. But I think they still mean something. I think people still want them. Just there's so many to have that they're not really gonna hold value, and they're not gonna be too expensive. So lots of people can now have full art lands in their deck, or regular lands, and they're about the same price. Olivia, Crimson Bride. She works with vampires. Oh, and there's a plane, so I'll start with the planes. I don't think I necessarily need her. I just need the lifelink. I don't really care that much about the vampire aspect to it. Vampires are prone to having lifelink, so. Oh, God. Did other people have a problem with this, putting these boxes? I can't remember. I don't think many people did box openings of this, so at least I don't remember watching them. And I can't say I was disinterested in Crimson Val. And I mean, I pretty much watch all Broody videos. I don't remember. Werewolf. So this is a transform. Why? They had a werewolf set, so why have the werewolves also in this set? Oh, I should have done the land too. If you're gonna make two sets, one werewolf, one vampire, then I don't know, just keep the werewolves in one set and keep the vampires in the other set. I don't know why there needed to be crossover, since you did the, what was it called, the Innistrad double feature thing. So that's when you could have had vampires and werewolves in the same thing. Human shaman, Highlight shaman, no lifelink. Look at this forest. Don't know why I have this land out here. Oh, because I want it for later. So, let's say you're really into Innistrad. What was it about it that you were into? I remember the little storyline thing, or the trailer that had the wedding or thing, and that was the storyline of this. Although their storylines have become, I don't know, very small. Which is, then again, also some of their storylines are very big. So, but I mean, there's no like happy medium, like a regular storyline. Oh, Reno Stormkirk. That's in foil. That's why I was. Oh! We'll check that out in a second. Like, the storyline was just about a wedding, and yeah, sure, there was probably a lot of political lead up to the wedding, or whatever, or fallout from the wedding, and there's vampires and stuff like that, but there wasn't, I don't know. At least from what I gathered, and I'd like there to be a medium. Like, if they had books, I would read the books, or audiobooks, I would listen to the audiobooks, especially the audiobooks. But if you're just gonna have it on a website and it's basically just a blog, and I mean, yeah, maybe you're hiring really good authors, but I don't know. I don't think you're gonna get the best work out of someone when you're like, oh yeah, this is just gonna be posted online for people to read. I just don't think that's what's going to happen. I think that your home. Did we already see the mountains? I just think that if you pay someone to write a novel instead of a bunch of short stories, and the novel is going to be published, especially in physical form. Writers like having their books published in physical form, and maybe it's more costly, and maybe they don't sell a lot, so then don't produce a lot, but you know, they want to be a published author, right? So they're going to be less motivated, even if they're really good, to produce something amazing. Like, I'm a bit of a writer myself, you know. I just know that I have, written stuff online, posted stuff online, and the motivation goes away really quickly when there's not a lot of eyeballs on it. And I'm talking like millions upon, for me, it would take thousands upon thousands of eyeballs for it to be worth it, right? Whereas if like 3 or 4 people read my novel, that would give me the equivalent, the good hormones that feed back and make you feel good about yourself. So, well, there's a vampire. She just says menace. No, I'll stop looking at these lands because I'll keep pulling them up. Yeah, so like it takes thousands of eyeballs to get the dopamine hit. That's what I was thinking of as a writer, right? Whereas it takes like single digits of people that reading your book in comparison to get the same dopamine hit. So like if you're an author and you're published, let's say only 5,000 people read your book. That's way better than millions of eyeballs on a website. It just is. It just feels better. It feels tangible that people went to that trouble. And then, for the audiobook, I mean, it's similar numbers for an audiobook, right? The people listen to your audiobook, but still, it's better if people have a physical book and they read it. You just feel better about yourself as a writer. So, why is that tangent? Well, because if you feel better about something, then you're going to put more effort into it, and you're just gonna be better at it. It's not 1% better, 2% better, 5% better, 10% better. It depends on the person. But the point is that the storyline for this was, it was okay. There was nothing wrong with it. I don't think it was bad, but it could have been better if you had put it in a novel. If you had paid someone to do a novel, right? And, put it in your bundles, like, the old fat packs, and everyone gets a novel. And maybe not everyone reads it, and I guess maybe technically you're creating garbage for the people that don't read it. But, they're going to collect it, and they're going to keep it on a bookshelf, which a lot of the time, sometimes that's what books are for display. It's fine. However people want to deal with their books, they should read them, but whatever. Jacob Hucken Inspector. He transforms. Sorry about that. Yeah. So you'll just get a better storyline out of it if you put out novels. And yeah, so it may cost a little bit more. So then either you eat the cost or you add to the cost, whatever. But it just, not everyone cares about the storyline in Magic, but enough people do, I think, that they will, they kind of share it with others who don't care. And then those people digest that information, and maybe they start caring just a little bit more, and they become more invested in the game, just a little bit more, right? I think that's really good marketing, the idea of having the storyline, having the novels. But then again, I like reading. I like novels, right? I like audiobooks too, because I'm a truck driver and kind of need audiobooks to get by. Earth, Truth, Prophet. Interesting. But yeah. Published novels, Wizards. Let's get rid of the stack here. So, to get back to this, the storyline, vampires and a wedding, it's a hook, but it's not enough, right? And no one wants to go to the website and read it. We know that. People do, obviously, and the Magic historian will tell us all about the storyline, but, a lot of times he doesn't like the storyline, and there's, foil rare. But at least he'll divulge it to us, and we'll get a little bit of the information. Like, I don't remember what the rest of Crimson Vow was, or even if there was a rest to the Crimson Vow. But I remember his coverage of Thunder Junction, and while he didn't like it, it sounded like a better story than Vampires and Wedding and nothing else. Unless, was there more to it? Am I missing something? I don't think there was. I really think there was just like, if there was lead up to it, it's just, there's a wedding coming up between Soren and someone else, I think. I don't know. And then the wedding happens, and that's about it. And there's vampires, obviously. Right? So, yeah. Seems pretty lazy. Although technically not. I mean, it is just a card game. Does it need a storyline? No. But I'm telling you, it improves engagement. Now, of course, I say that. A vampire set is cool. I think if, it had been released at a different time, in a different quantity, people would have been more excited about it. And maybe if, I don't know about the power level of the cards or whatever, or how interested people were in the cards. I don't think they were extra excited like they were with, I don't know, like Modern Horizons 2 or 3 or Time Spiral Remastered, that kind of stuff. Or Ixalan, yeah. It wasn't comparable to an excitement level for Ixalan, definitely. Or even Wilds of Eldraine. It was more, I'd say it was more in line with Thunder Junction. But Thunder Junction did quite well, so Crimson Vow could have done well in a different time or whatever, just based on the vampires alone, probably. And I just think the storyline would be that extra oomph. Unfortunately, it didn't do well at all, and yeah, I mean, they probably took a bath on it, so maybe not spending extra money on novels and stuff. Maybe they made the right decision there. I'm just saying that I think it would have been better. But these cards do look cool, and they look really nice. I haven't really opened any, but I have been sorting out a collection that does have a lot. So I'm recognizing this symbol. Oh, is there no rare there? Oh, there it is. Welcoming Vampire. That's got to have some. I wasn't pointing out the goddamn lands. That's got to have some. Flying two more to the. Well, it's a good card, but there's no lifelink on that vampire. I do like the draw another card. Yeah, I guess that's some other way of expressing that it's sucking blood, other than lifelink, which is the obvious thing. So kudos to them for some creativity. I haven't been paying attention to any of these commons and uncommons, which I should, because there's probably going to be some vampires with lifelink in there that I want, but I'll just go through them later. Stenzia Uprising. By the way, while I've been going through this, have you seen anything that was particularly good or valuable? Is there any real value in this set? Like, are there cards that are even above $20 in Crimson Vow? I haven't looked at it, and I suspect not. I suspect it's largely under $10, under $2 even. I don't know. I've not heard of many, Crimson Vow cards that people are looking for. Ill Temper Loner. All right. I'll move this stack out of the way because it's toppling over. Make a new stack for these last packs. What are we at for time? I've been going on for 20 minutes. Crimson Vow. This is not a way to get monetized. This is not a way to get eyeballs on my channel. I don't think. Spending $28 minutes or more on a Crimson Vow draft box. Yeah. Oh, is that it? Yeah, Zombie Cleric. Savior of Olenback. Yeah. But there's got to be people out there that Crimson Vow is one of their favorite sets because they really like vampires. And kudos to them, because I really like this Thunder Junction. I can't say that I was really into cowboys even before that. It's just the mixture of the cowboy theme for Thunder Junction into Magic the Gathering, I thought just brought a lot of flavor for me. So I mean, if you are one of those people that Crimson Vow is like your favorite set, then let me know. Let others know, and let us know why it's so great. Oh, you know what? I have my car's being repaired, and I rarely have my ringer on, except now it is because I'm waiting for the mechanic to call me. Let's just hope he does not call in the middle of this video, because, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Who's watching at this point? Ooh, dedicate enters battlefield, tap and control 2 or more other lands. Okay, isn't that... That's the full art version of the regular rare lands that we already saw. I mean, it's cool. So let's look at this. Commander lands are pretty good. I like that. So they're not quite... I mean, they're really not anything close to the, the revised duels. That's not even fetchable. But it doesn't come in tapped when you're playing a game of Commander. So it's not on those power levels, so it's not really, breaking reserve list, that kind of stuff. But it is giving you a very useful land for you. Your own land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Interesting. Not a lot of people are doing land removal these days, so I don't know how important that card is. But my nephew was telling me that the other day, him and his group, someone was playing something that was it? Oh, his win condition was all 10 gates, and having land removal would have stopped him, but no one had land removal because that's not, it's not necessarily in the meta. So if they had, but then if that guy had that card, then I guess it wouldn't really have mattered. Alchemist Gambit. But it's just so cool. There's all these little different things that you can do, so it doesn't even really matter what is meta, what is not, what is, it's pretty. If you're playing with the people, the net decking or the discussion online, these are the top tier decks and that kind of stuff. They're also built to sort of be answers to each other, or at least deal with each other. But when you bring in something that is not on any of those lists, then it's unlikely someone has the cards in their deck to deal with whatever it is you're bringing. And as long as you're dealing with their stuff and you're not, so this is Flying Vampire. No lifelink on that vampire, huh? So that's the first, I think that's the first rare vampire I've pulled. It doesn't have lifelink, so maybe the common ones do. That's interesting. Lower level vampires just have lifelink, and higher level vampires, more powerful vampires have draw cards and stuff like that. Different things they can do. Yeah. The wedding announcement. I think this was an important card, wasn't it? Wedding Fist. So this is literally the story. There we go. Story's over. Come out next time. At least, as much as Magic Historian didn't like that Thunder Junction story, and it didn't sound the greatest, at least it seemed to have more to it than, hey, there's a wedding. Hey, the wedding's over. And we're done. Get out of here. Next set's coming in like 3 weeks. Yeah. Ascendant Pack Leader. Oh, what's back here? Strike. No, blood token stuff. I don't know. Am I being too harsh on the whole story thing? Did I talk way too much about that? Because it has nothing really to do with Crimson Vow? I mean, people do box openings and they gotta figure out something to talk about. And there's not much to talk about with these cards. So, is most of the stuff in here blood token stuff as opposed to lifelink stuff? And maybe I opened this for no reason. Investigator's Journal. I don't know. I looked through. There was enough lifelink in here, as far as I know, that it was worth an opening. Let's get through this a little bit quicker. Hamlet Vanguard. packs are encroaching in the video now. It's only because there was other stuff on this table, and so I just kind of throw them there. And I'm getting a little bit better at opening these packs, aren't I? I think. Winged Portent. Yeah. Oh, draw a card for each creature. Why is with flying in the square brackets? I don't understand. Why add the square brackets? Why not just say with flying? I don't understand that, because I've seen other things that say with blah blah blah, and it's not in square brackets. So, all right. Was that maybe a placeholder for Infinity stickers or something like that? Like they were going to start including stickers in more sets, because weren't they going to do that? And then it just seemed to fizzle out because I don't think people were too keen on the stickers, and then just gave up on stickers entirely. So was that going to be a placeholder you could just replace with flying with something else, and then maybe it didn't, so then I don't know, for whatever reason they just kept the square brackets. Training. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 green white human soldier token with training. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think that I'm right about that with flying in square brackets, or is it just some weird art? Just some weird artifact of whatever the design process was in Howling Moon. I think that's good. Howling Moon's good. Isn't Howling Moon good? Did I pull anything of value? Did you see anything? Let me know. Thalia, didn't we already get this? No. All right, last pack here. So now, 27 minutes of Crimson Vow and me talking about storylines. What do you think? Is this a winner of a video for YouTube? This is going to go viral, and people are going to talk about me on CNN and Fox. Look at how cool this old balding bearded goof is talking about magic cards that no one even that likes magic cards gives a shit about. Yeah. Concealing Curtains. Defender transform Concealing Curtains. Activate only as a sorcery. What does it become? Revealing Eye. When this eye transforms into Revealing Eye, target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose to choose a card from it. If you do, that player discards a card. I don't know. Seems pointless. But maybe it's the most important card in the whole set. Let me know. Thanks for sitting through this. Give me a like.